Welcome everybody to our next session of the Security Buyer Live series. My name is Rebecca Spayne and I'm the Group Managing Editor for the Security Buyer portfolio. And today we're at Intersec 2026, where I'm going to be sitting down with Roshin Roy, the Regional Director for Traka Middle East. Enjoy. So Roshin, thank you so much for meeting me here today. I'm really excited to learn more about what Traka has on offer at Intersec.
Thank you very much, Rebecca. Thank you.
So tell me, first of all, what are we standing in front of? But also, what has been your main interest from customers today at the show? What products have you got on offer?
Yeah, Traka is known to the people, the market over here. So everybody knows us as the leaders in key and asset management systems. We've been exhibiting at events like this, especially Intersec for over 15 years now. So everybody expects something more. So we are adding process control to our portfolio. So we are customizing our key management systems and adding a process control into our solutions. And this is one of those things that we've started building. This is lockout tagout. This is the first version of our lockout tagout solution. It's built on our award-winning Red Dot award-winning key management systems, but it does entirely something new, which the industry is not very well aware of. We've been having a lot of interest on this product. This is basically managing lockout tagout, which is very people in the health and safety industry would be familiar to this, but not the security industry.
Absolutely. And as you said, customers and visitors to a show especially are always looking for more innovation, new innovation, new technology, constant evolution from manufacturers. So what has the response been to obviously this new offering that you're bringing to market?
Lockout tagout is familiar to health and safety, but as a technology perspective, making it digital and auditable and traceable and error-free using an equipment like this is something that is new to the market. And I think that's what's driving people here. So we've got a lot of people coming in, expressing interest in it. Of course, this is a complicated solution that we cannot explain to the customers in 5, 10, 15 minutes. So we've got a lot of people asking us to take this equipment to their own facility, oil companies, power plants, power generation facilities, manufacturing facilities. So we've got a lot of meetings lined up after Intersec where we're going to demonstrate this at the customer premises or maybe do a POC at their sites.
Fantastic. And I have to say, every single time I've walked past your booth, I've just seen a crowd of people taking up the whole aisle. So it's great to see people's interest in this. But let's go take a look at some of the other products you've got on offer.
Sure. We'll do that. Yeah, thank you.
I can see by the text here that you brought me to one of the most probably spoken about industries and applications at the moment, data centers. So walk me through. What have we got here, Roshin?
Well, the key management system is the same, but all the features specifically on these systems are customized for data centers. So as you know, with the AI revolution that's happening, there's plenty of data centers coming up around the world, especially in India, in the Middle East, particularly Saudi Arabia and United Arab Emirates. I'm glad to say that, we have connected with all of them. We have secured a lot of projects, particularly in India, United Arab Emirates, and we're growing. So almost all the data centers in the world, they're in touch with us, and we have already supplied such kind of systems to them. It's simply because in the data centers, the security and compliance and access to specific zones within the data center is very, very important. And without something like this, it's difficult for them to comply to certain security standards, which is demanded from such facilities because they are managing customer data particularly. This is very important for this particular sector, and Traka is well ahead in that sector. So it's a core sector for us this year and next year, probably, yes.
Absolutely. And you mentioned some of the standards and the difficulties around data centers applications specifically. But are there any differences in standards and regulations depending on what region? Obviously, you mentioned that you focus a lot in the Middle East. Maybe talk a bit about that.
Well, good thing about data centers is it's the same across the world. Data is very important everywhere in the world. Of course, there's GDPR and other more stringent regulations in Europe. Probably not much in some other parts of the world. I can't be specific to countries like that. But then everybody sees data centers as the next big thing and big projects, and there's plenty of money invested in data centers. So the regulations and the compliance requirement and the security standards are almost the same everywhere in the world. Otherwise, it cannot work, in my understanding. So
No, absolutely. And so what, obviously you said you're in touch with a lot of the data centers, well, the majority of them all around the world. What sets Traka's product apart from other competitors that might offer similar solutions to market?
Well, first of all, the world's top data centers, whether it's from Amazon, Microsoft, or Google, Facebook, Pure DC, Equinix, they all use our systems across the world in all the data centers. There's not one place where some other brand or product has got it. So that's a big thing for us. We've got into this space much in advance. We've worked very closely with such brands to design and build their security environment. So that gives us an advantage. We more like step into their design environment or help them design something early on. And that's why we are there. We're more like a consultant to them first before being a supplier or a solution provider to them. So that gives us an advantage. And to be honest, we have not seen any of our competitors in any of these projects yet.
Fantastic. And obviously you're celebrating 30 years.
Oh, yeah.
30-year anniversary. That's a huge achievement.
Yes.
So how has that journey evolved over the last decade? What heritage has changed?
Well, Traka used to be, Traka started off as a single person owned small company, but with a lot of core values that John Ken, the founder of the company, had carried on with him, and that was passed on to Assa Abloy, and Assa Abloy, being a very large conglomerate, took that forward and probably 10, 15 times maybe, and we've grown tremendously. We are now the leaders in this space, and we are now defining the key management solution and what it means to people, to customers across the world. So we are driving the innovation in that particular space. Yeah,
absolutely. Well, Roshin, thank you so much for taking me through what you have on offer at your stand today, and also not just your product, but your applications and your history as a company. So I just want to say thank you, and
very much.
Really looking forward to catching up after the show.
Thank you.
Well, there you have it. You heard from Roshin himself about the product, the innovation, the evolution of technology, and how they are market leaders in key management. So if you want to find out more about Traka or contact a member of the team, please visit traka.com. Thank you.